Okay, Kinesiology 101, Chapter 1. Here we go. This chapter, obviously, as you can tell by the cartoon I put up there, we're talking about exercise, which means we're talking about physical wellness. And physical wellness is exactly probably the most common thing that everyone thinks of when they think about the word wellness. They think about physical wellness. And so what we'll get into here is probably some details, a lot of things that maybe you've heard before, certainly some review maybe of a high school health class, but maybe a little bit more in depth. If anything else, it'll be a good refresher for you. So physical wellness, exercise. On our wheel of wellness here, 8 different wellness areas, physical wellness being both exercise and nutrition. Chapter 2 is nutrition. In this chapter, meaning of physical wellness, cardiovascular exercise, the different types of exercises, fitness and health tests, pedometers, what they're used for, and so forth. So why exercise? Well, the question really is, why not exercise? And you can't really come up with a good reason to not exercise. Certainly, there might be some ways that, or some types of exercise that are difficult for you to do, or that due to different physical challenges or physical restraints that you might have, that you can't do certain things. For example, it might be that running is too hard on your back, if maybe you have a bad back, but you could swim, or you could do flexibility, or you could do yoga, or you could do or you could walk but not run, whatever it might be. But exercising helps to alleviate a lot of things. First of all, we know through studies, scientific studies have proven that exercises helps to manage body composition, weight loss, helps you sleep more effectively, helps you with anxiety, depression, helps you improve a lot of physical characteristics, physical traits that maybe you want to work on, in terms of whether that be more strength or losing weight, as I said, or maintaining your levels, whatever it might be. We know that exercise helps with cardiovascular health, heart health. There are 4 different types of exercise that we will talk about. One is cardiovascular exercise, where, of course, adults are recommended to have some sort of cardiovascular exercise for 30 to 60 minutes, about 5 times a week, or some vigorous exercise, 20 to 60 minutes. This is to improve heart health, and there's no doubt if you are someone who wears any sort of a Fitbit or an Apple Watch or anything that monitors your pulse, you will find that if you begin exercising, or if you are someone who exercises regularly and then stops or slows down, you'll recognize that your resting heart rate will actually begin to increase. So exercise helps you a lot when your heart is actually at rest, because your heart will then, it's a muscle, it becomes stronger, and it doesn't have to work as hard. You might find that you could go from 75 beats per minute to maybe down to 60 or 50 something beats per minute. Think about it. If you can lower your heart rate, your resting heart rate by 10 beats per minute, right? That's, 10 times 60, that's 600 beats less that it has to work in an hour. Multiply that times 24 hours and look at what you're looking at how less your heart would have to work in a day if you just lowered your resting heart rate. And that's through cardiovascular exercise. Strength training, it is what you know, and it sounds like it's to build up your muscle mass, it's to build up your muscles, to help you with muscular endurance, power, strengthen your muscles. Those obviously help to protect your bones, help you to be more mobile, and help you to be more active. Okay, flexibility exercise. A lot of people don't think of flexibility is kind of its own exercise, but flexibility exercise is very important, especially as you get older. It improves muscle functionality. It also helps with cramping. It helps with a variety of things as you get older become discomfort, and flexibility helps with those things, arthritis and so forth. And then neuromotor exercise. This is functional training or motor skills directly related to maybe what you helps you do your daily activities. Yoga is a good example. There's a number of examples, and we'll get into those. One of the things that you'll have to do is you'll have to complete a safety exercise form. Now, this is located in your ebook. You'll download this form, sign it, and then you'll post back to your ebook a digital version of it. There's a number of ways you can do this. If you are having trouble downloading it in your ebook, one thing you can do is you can take a screenshot of it, fill it out, take a photo of it, download that photo into your ebook if you need to. However you need to is absolutely fine if you're having trouble with the download. So, different body energy systems. Immediate energy system, or non-oxidative, and oxidative. So when you begin to exercise, the first 0 to 10 seconds is immediate exercise. It's intensity. It's getting your oxygen isn't used at a high rate, but it's basically getting your body moving, and that might be weightlifting or picking up, it says here, picking up a bag of groceries, or it might be walking up the stairs. Those are immediate exercises at 0 to 10 seconds. Not a whole lot happens, right? Then you have non-oxidative. That's 10 seconds to 2 minutes. This is where your muscle begins to store glucose. It begins to store glycogen. This is a short bit of exercise, less than 2 minutes. To actually begin the oxidative portion, or the oxidative energy system, it has to be greater than 2 minutes. It doesn't have to be high intensity, but it can be low to high intensity. It could be slower, but it has to be at a longer time period. Again, your body begins to store up different fat, proteins, and that sort of thing. A 30-minute walk is an example, 15-minute run, and so forth. So energy systems continue. So exercise time, when you have an increase in exercise time, you have a shift from non-oxidative to oxidative systems. These are described a little in your book as well. When increase in exercise intensity, you have an increase in the energy needs, so the increase in the glycogen, increase in the glucose, increase in the fats and proteins that you'll need, and the increase in the amount of oxygen that you need. Simply put, the more increase in active that you are, the increase in the energy that is used, and then the increase in the body fat that's used, which helps your stamina levels and keeps your body composition in check. So again, if you talk about losing weight, for example, you have to exercise at a higher duration of time to use more energy to burn fat.